and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Out of the gun, Daniels. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. That one gains 7. And the Commanders will have a first. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Into the hands of the rookie from UCLA. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. He has room past the 25. And they haul him down just a foot or 2 shy of the red zone. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first. Throwing now from the gun. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders get 6 more on their early advantage. You're good on the point after. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. Now is York to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. That'll do it for 1 quarter of this end. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They'll begin a new drive, 1st and 10. To throw it on 1st down. This is brought in along the sideline. High degree of difficulty for a short gain.
Well, that one came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in bounds.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's on the move. That throw finds Ncaa. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Setting up a throw. Escapes the pocket. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yeah, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Completed here to Ncaa. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him. What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
To the air, 3rd and long. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Chicago 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Play action on first down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's good for a Bears first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They have themselves another 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Check out.
Fakes the handoff, now to throw. And look at the footwork there, touchdown! The Bears make it a 1-score game in the first half. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Bears cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll be looking at some decent field position. He's out of bounds up towards the 35. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go.
Hand off to the back. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. And the Bears have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
Come on, set. Cougar 19. And up.
On first down, they'll run. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Reload. Hurt. Go.
Handoff on 2nd and short. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Chicago first down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All set up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he carries it for a big gain that gets him down into the red zone. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Out now are the special teamers to try a Bears field goal. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. So 4th down, and out comes the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's a return from the 7. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
Okay, ready?
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. On first down, here's Daniels. Connects on the crosser. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Fits it through the middle. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up 2nd down. On 4th down, here comes Cade York and the Commanders' field goal unit. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Groupie sends it through. And that'll push their lead to 4. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Somebody is going to the NFC Championship game from this one. Let's find out who as our second half gets underway. On the return, here comes Davis. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. Komet brings it in. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's good for a Bears 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 from the 41. He's going to throw this one. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10 now. This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Commanders take over inside the 35 after the interception and a spirited return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
On the move, headed right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
That's good for 7 yards. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And he drives this forward to the 6. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have first and goal to figure out. Up the middle they go with Bigsby. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. He gets it headed right. And he's in for the touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. York now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11. On now is York to kick this one away. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Drive starts out with a first and 10.
19, Tiger, 9, go!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Forced out to his right. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
From midfield now. Chased out to his right. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Throwing from the gun. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Ready, Cup 19, Cup 19, 79 Bronco, Warrior 70. Ready.
Here he is on third and long. And he has the Chicago touchdown. The Bears shrinking the lead some in the third. Bears offense, look at this. They haven't moved. They're going for 2.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points.
You spend all week on 2-point plays, trying to get to your best options, but ultimately sometimes the execution of that pass, it doesn't work.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return coming from the 6. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Running for the marker on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Daniels now. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Getting out to his left. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Commanders will have a first.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense. And it...
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Pass is caught at the 9. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win.
And that's a Washington touchdown. York now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders push the lead up to 12.
Commanders 31, Bears 19.
On now is York to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Here we go.
They're going play action. Komet's got it, left side. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Cardinal. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bob. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Check go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's a Chicago first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He's on the move. Now he takes it.
Oh, man, those defensive players hate slippery quarterbacks. Near impossible to keep them hedged in or corral them behind the line there. He evades them long enough to turn a potential loss into positive yardage.
2nd and 3 now. From the 43. Hits him on the in route. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They'll get 18 yards there. And that's good for a Bears first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch. Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered Cade on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready?
They'll throw it. Catch is made in close. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. And the defender comes away with it.
Intercepted by the defender. Dominic Hampton on the coverage.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Oh, he loses the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. And a really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears now within 1 score in the 4th. That one splits the uprights. And the Bears trim the deficit down to 5. So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Fielded at the 7. Returns looking good so far. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st. Out of the gun, Daniels. Able to hit Robinson, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st. Man in motion here. Daniels on 1st down. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's the 2-minute warning from Chicago. Commanders leading by 5. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lone back gets the handoff. And he's going to take it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders to make it a 2-possession game here in the 4th. York now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders push the lead up to 12.
Commanders 38, Bears 26.
Now he's York to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They've got first down from the 31. They send the tight end in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. On the move, headed right. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. They connect on the deep shot. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. This play goes for 36. And that's a Chicago first down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Komet pulls it in along the sideline. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down from the red zone. Forced out to his right. And he runs out of bounds a yard or 2 behind the line. Couldn't get all the way back. That's going to count as a sack.
He only lost a yard, but how many times do we see a team where just a yard or inches short on 4th down? Well, every little bit counts. He's got to just throw that one out of bounds. Don't run it out for the sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He brings it in.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches.
Mustang 19, 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Ready?
Looking to throw it. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect. Looking for the back that time. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th. Here he is to throw. And don't leave just yet, fans. He's got it for the touchdown. And there's still a small chance, Brock, that this one isn't over. Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bears trim the deficit down to 5. So down inside the final minute. They're ready to try the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders. That should just about lock up the win. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Option design here. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
60 Eagles, 60, tracking 60. Go.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Give now to the running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they pulled off the rare and elusive road win in the postseason, which means their journey stays alive another week as they head to the Conference Championship, where they're going to get a shot to punch their ticket to the Super Bowl. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Chicago.